Hey, 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 come on in. Let me know where you are watching from. It's your girl Tamira. Hey, I'm here, very excited. The DBA community has hit 5,000 people as of, I don't know, 30, 40, 60 minutes ago. We calculated it, and that is $555,000 in currency circulation, all direct because of DBA. That is $500,000, and in less than 2 months, in less than 60 days. DBA launched on May the 3rd, and today is June 22nd, and we are only just a little over halfway through the day. Okay, so yeah, 5,000 people in less than 2 months. Less than 2 months. Okay, $555,000 in currency circulation, right? DBA is not a course, it is not a pyramid, it is not a business model, it is not a product, it is not an offer, it is a community. It is an academy where people who are interested in entrepreneurship, people who are entrepreneurs, can join and get the tools, resources, and the community that they need to support them. I just posted on Reels not too long ago. Here, let me pull it up, because y'all know I like to read it. Y'all don't rely on my memory much these days. Hey, 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 happy Saturday, Tyra. I said, as someone with a double master's degree in marketing and finance, I can tell you that business school does not teach you entrepreneurship. Business school teaches you how to perform in a specified management role in someone else's business. Most learn entrepreneurship by fire or trial and error. The best join masterminds and communities to learn from each other. DBA is that community, okay? DBA is that community. You can get a sneak peek, and I dropped my link. Hey girl, hey, my girl Portia is here. Hey Portia, girl, you need to check out DBA. You would kill it with DBA, with the community that you have built over the years and what you're doing with collecting medical specimens and all of that. DBA is that girl. And oh my God, Portia, we need to talk. You definitely want to be a part of the DBA community. You definitely want to, we definitely need to talk. You are on my list. Let me write you down though, because I've been talking to so many people. I have been forgetting, so I got you down. Talk to Portia. I will definitely message you if I do not hear from you. So DBA has hit 5,000 members. What is DBA? DBA is a community. Think of it as an academy. It's an academy that does include PLR and MRR products and courses and all of that, which is basically done for you products that you are licensed to be able to resell. Some you can make changes to, some you cannot, but it is beyond that. There is a community, right? If you want to grow your social media, there is a module in tools and resources on growing your social media. There is a module on TikTok. That TikTok module, I cannot say TikTok. I'm really turning old, okay? TikTok module is fire. It has helped me so much in the week and a half that I've been using what I've learned in that TikTok module. And I thought I was pretty good with TikTok, okay? I ain't even gonna lie. Same with CapCut. I learned some things about CapCut that I did not previously know. So I don't care who you are, what experience you have, you could benefit from DBA. And it is so affordable. It is so affordable. You get not one volume, but you get volume 2 for only $111 if you join while I am live. Volume 2 is dropping on the 1st, and it has another 25 modules. DBA Volume 1 alone is at least 3 to 4 times, it should be priced at least 3 to 4 times higher than what it is, okay? So Volume 1 is $111, Volume 2 is $222, unless you order while I am live. Unless you join while I am live, you will get it for $0, and you will get it for free, okay? So when I speak about the value, you have to understand that some of the modules in here, like the branding module alone, I would charge at least $297 for the branding module. And honestly, in 2024 with inflation and fees and all of that, I would probably charge $497 for the branding module at minimum. At minimum $497 for the branding module. But you not only get the branding module, you get all these other modules plus volume 2 for only $111. So it really is a no-brainer. And then when you add the fact that you can actually join today for only $27.50 with Klarna, it truly is a no-brainer. It just makes absolute sense, right? There's a credit module in there. There's a module in there on how to form your business, right? How to legitimize your business. Do you have to start as an LLC or a C Corp or S Corp? Nope. But when you're ready to, you can go into it with a plan of attack. Like, okay, I'm going to be a solopreneur. I'm going to be a sole prop. And then when I hit this point, boom, I already have the resources and tools and I know what to do in order to be able to, what I call, legitimize your business, because there are some perks to having that LLC. You know, you can do a lot with a sole proprietorship, but you have some more protections in that when you go with a LLC. And so it's great that this is really a bundle in entrepreneurship, how to really create a business, okay? So there's a lot of hate. There's so much hate, right? We don't want to give energy to that. But I will say this, okay? DBA is not a course to learn how to create or sell a course. That is not what DBA is. If it were, I would not be involved. Give me more credit than that, right? Especially if you know me and you followed me and been in my energy for some time, you would know that that is not what I am about at all. Anything that I touch is about taking a person from where they are to where they want to be. What are they running from to what is it that they desire? What is the transformation in anything that I do, right? And so DBA actually offers a lot of different transformations, but in a nutshell, it gives you the opportunity to be involved in a community. It's not quite a mastermind, but it is a community where you are in business not by yourself, but for yourself, okay? You will be in business not by yourself, but for yourself. Entrepreneurship can be a very lonely place. Your friends won't understand. Your former classmates probably won't understand. Your parents, your siblings, your best cousins likely will not understand, because it takes a completely different mind to be an entrepreneur. Can I get an amen? Can I get a double tap in the comments, right? Because it takes a completely different mindset. All those other people are not wrong. They just have a different perspective and a way of looking at things because of their comfort level and where they are, okay? They have an employee mindset. I was just talking to someone who we've become, you know, pretty decent friends over the years. She's bought different things from me, and I've mentored her, and I saw her post recently that she was going to be looking for a job, right? And I said, hey, I know you're looking for a job, and I'm not telling you to do that, because I'm not going to tell you to not look for a job. I'm not going to tell you to quit your job. You have to decide, okay? You have to decide. I can go off on a tangent about stop listening to these gurus, and you, your coach, your mentor should be helping you make decisions and helping you with your thought process, not dictating and telling you what to do. So I kind of went there, but we're going to come back to what I was talking about, okay? So I'm not going to tell you not to look for a job, because only you know if that's what's best for you. What I am going to tell you is I came across an opportunity that I think may be of interest to you, and here's why. Boom, 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 right? So if you are at all thinking about entrepreneurship for only $111, which is like, these days, like a night out at the movies and dinner, you know what I'm saying? And that's not going to help you create a 5, 6, 7, 8-figure business, right? Even 4-figure business, if that's what you want, right? For some people, it's a matter of $500 a month that they want. Well, that's 5 DBA sales a month, right? That's about a little over 1 a week. 1 week you sell 2, okay? So that's 5 of those a month, right? And I'm going to tell you, I sent out a $3,000 proposal the other day, and that's on the low end. A lot of my proposals are for well over $10,000, okay? And why do I say that? Because when you learn digital marketing, when you get your digital marketing skill set, because remember, digital marketing is not a product, it is not an offer, it is not a business model. It is a highly paid skill set. One of the, if not the top paid skill set of 2024. And has been for several years, right? Copywriting, top paid skill set. That is a marketing skill set. People don't go to school necessarily to get a degree in copywriting. I'm sure there's some institution out there that offers it. But copywriting falls under advertising, which falls under marketing, right? It's under the P promotion. See, I know what I'm talking about because I got that double master's degree, okay? So, you know, the price of admission of $111 and you can get started with only $27 with Klarna, like, that's really a no-brainer. It truly, truly is a no-brainer. Like, and the fact that you get volume 2 and volume 1, and hear me out, okay? Because I know the girls like to tussle. I know you like to tussle, okay? Pop, right? Check it out. Come July 1st at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 4 p.m. Chicago time, yesterday's price, an hour ago's price, a minute ago's price is not this minute's price, okay? At 5 o'clock on the dot, not in the drop top, cruising the streets, boom, 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 boom. The price goes to $333, okay? So I know we like to push things off. I know we like to wait. I know we tend to wait until the 9th hour, until the 10th hour, until the 12th hour, and then we want to go, okay? I'm telling you now, don't wait. Don't wait. The way I said last week, I believe exactly a week ago today, I said DBA is going to double in size by Wednesday. The number of members in DBA is going to double by the drop. And we came really close, and the only reason we didn't is because over 24 hours, like it was 2 days before drop, when it was announced that we would push the drop back until July 1st. Okay, and we still came very close to doubling it. So I can only imagine it's gonna hit 10,000 followers probably by July 1st, right? At least another 3,000 or 4,000 people are going to join by July 1st, right? And I still think it has a great chance of doubling again because that many more people have joined, right? Because what happens is everybody gets excited and we're pushing. We hate to see, I mean, it's good for us. It's good for us because you're going to be paying. We're going to triple our money, right? For volume 1 and volume 2, we're going to triple our money, right? So it's good for us. We could just sit back and just market and just wait. But no, we're pushing everyone because why not? I mean, because for me, it was a huge determining factor. It made it very easy to say yes by knowing that I would get volume 1 and volume 2 at no additional charge for $111. I didn't even know what was in volume 2. Just the promise of volume 2 was enough for me. Okay. So I don't plan to be on here long because it's been raining on and off all day. So I'm trying to get out to the store. So I'm not out in the rain. So I'm not going to be on here long. So if you are at all interested in DBA, okay, I'm not going to sit here and tell you there's a money back guarantee because it's a digital product. There is no way to be able to get the stuff back that you can download when you join, okay? If you wait until the 1st, I highly caution you against waiting until the 1st, because what happens when you join, you have to show proof, because the course, the community cannot be sold for less than $111. You can price it for more than that, but it cannot be sold for less than $111 per the reseller agreement. So you have to show proof that you paid at minimum $111 for it, or that it is on some sort of multi-pay that equates to $111, all right? So some factor of $111, right? Typically $27 or $27.50, because when you divide 111 by 4, you get $27.50, okay? So you have to show that receipt. You will not get into the actual community until they approve you to be in. So imagine you at the club, right? And it's a busy night. It's a busy night. you got to stand in line and you got to wait for some people to get out before you can get in. Well, with DBA, you ain't got to wait for some people to get out, but you just got to wait until you get let in, because there is, I was going to say a preponderance, but there's a lot of people who want in because everybody's trying to get in at the last minute. So do not wait until the first. Do not wait, and even until, I was talking to someone earlier, and they should be ordering probably right about now, but they had to go to work. They were going to order when they got off of work, and first they were saying Wednesday. I'm like, dude, you can get started today for $27, right? Anything can happen between Wednesday and now. Get in, and you can get in with your $27 down, and then if you want to pay it off on Wednesday, you can do that. But I wouldn't wait. I just wouldn't wait, right? Because you can get in and you can start learning. You don't even have to start selling. You don't have to sell at all. There is no requirement to resell it. So no, this is not, I repeat, this is not a course teaching you how to create and or sell courses. It is a course all about making money, to be completely honest with you, because there's modules in there on personal and business credit. There's modules in there on securing up to 100K in funding. There's modules in there on starting your Airbnb. There's module in there for beauty business entrepreneurs. There's a module coming for how to be a travel agent, one on how to become a virtual assistant. So this is about, if you've followed me for any amount of time, what do you know about me? There are two things you've heard me say as slogans over the years, right? And the first was, I blog about the business of beauty, right? Since I have gone beyond beauty, it is now the business of you, because you are the business. You are the brand, you are the content, you are the algorithm, okay? You are the business. It is the business of you, okay? And so you can learn that actually in the branding module. And that's what I love about this. I don't even have to stress and put all this together. It is already done for you. It is a turnkey solution. It is like buying a McDonald's franchise, like buying, I think Steak and Shake not too long ago was like the top franchise to buy. It's like buying a Steak and Shake. DBA is trending. It is hot. It is viral. I don't know what else to say to get you to understand that. But there are people who won't even let you in groups because you are in DBA, because DBA is putting the heat. DBA is putting the heat on people. DBA got them in a chokehold. You're not hearing negative things about DBA from anybody who has actually bought and used and learned from DBA. I promise you that. It is from people who are afraid to level up because DBA is on their heels, as my children would say, especially my oldest daughter. DBA is on their heels. DBA is applying that pressure. My granddaughter, there's some song, who you think you is? Pressure. And pressure. She was like 3 years old, right? So DBA is applying pressure. Pressure. People are shaking in their boots, as the old timers say. They drip in sweat about DBA, right? There are some of these, I'm going to tell y'all, right? I ain't hating on nobody. I ain't waiting on nobody. And some of, welcome y'all, I done just been going and ain't even been welcoming people, my bad. Some of these gurus, some of these coaches, some of these course creators are like the welfare agency, okay? Think about it. Your welfare agent back in the day wouldn't want you to get off welfare. Why? Because it would put them out of a job. And some of these people are really concerned that DBA is going to put them out of a job. When in reality, 32 years of sales, marketing, and leadership experience tell me that the DBA customer is not their customer anyway. The DBA customer is not their customer anyway, but because they actually would be a good candidate for DBA, because DBA has a whole module on mindset. And every day in the community, Brooklyn, who is the creator of DBA, is actually dropping mindset content into DBA. If you mentor under me, either directly or indirectly, you know that I am a big fan of personal development. And I tell you, you should spend 30 minutes a day minimum in personal development and first thing in the morning. Your affirmations. What are you grateful for? Writing down your 10 gratitude statements. Right? Welcome. There's a lot of people joining, right? Y'all double tap that screen, right? These are things you need to do every morning. Now, I'm not going to go into the full morning routine because I got another video that is up on my YouTube now. I can't tell you which one because your girl been creating content like crazy. Okay? But listen to me. Listen, Linda. Listen. Because I know the girls like to tussle. Right? DBA is that girl. DBA got them out here. If you only knew. I don't want to even go there because I don't want to, you know, give the negativity any energy. Hopefully it is dying down. But I'll tell you another thing DBA isn't. It is expensive, inexpensive. It is not cheap. If you think DBA is lacking in quality, professionalism in any way, shape, or form, you are sadly mistaken. Again, because I don't attach my name to such things. I don't even be bothered with such things. I am my parents' child, my grandparents' grandchild. And we don't, no, okay? So if you think that just because DBA is less expensive, that you're gonna get less quality, that it's gonna be, you know, a low grade, I'm here to tell you, nothing could be further from the truth, okay? Nothing could be further from the truth. If you want a sneak peek at what it looks like on the inside of DBA, go to the link in my bio. Don't tap up here and click through, it's raining again. And it is the second button on the link in my bio. You can get a free look via a PDF that is very professionally created. A member, a co-creator of DBA put that together for us, and she is a professional graphic artist, a professional graphic designer. Her clients pay her anywhere from, you know, several thousand all the way up to $10,000 packages, branding packages. She's the same person who put together the branding module. And let me tell you, I stand by that branding module as a 32-year veteran with double master's degree in marketing and finance, 32 years of sales, marketing, and leadership, major consumer brands, major household names I've worked for or directly with because of the roles and companies that I worked in. And I can tell you that that branding module at minimum is worth $497. And you get it included with all of the other modules for only $111 right now while I am live. Okay? Only $111, $27.50 if you get started with Klarna. There's just not a lot to think about. Not a lot to think about. Like, I sit here in my living room. There's a Coach bag with a brand new purse in it that my mom got me for Mother's Day. There's a Coach wristlet that I bought years ago because I buy Coach because it stands up. There's another Coach bag over there, 4 or 5, actually like 7 or 8 of them in my front closet, okay? You can easily find $111 just looking around the room that you're in the vehicle that you're sitting in. This $111, however, is an investment because you will see a return on your investment, okay? You will see a return on your investment. Even if you only apply from the information that you learn in DBA, you are going to be up in your investment and generate income. How do I know? Because we have this thing called the Share the Wins tab in the community, and someone posted about that earlier. Not only did they sell someone DBA at $111, that same customer turned around and bought something from their traditional business that they have. And that's just one example. That's just one example. The wins inside DBA are not all about selling because DBA is not just about reselling the community. Some of us just get excited. I have the community. I have the network. I have the audience that it only makes sense for me to resell DBA. But even if I did not resell it, I have already gotten my money back from the information that I applied from my learning on the content that is inside of DBA, okay? The community itself, I might have to go close my bedroom window. Let me go close some of these windows because and I don't want extra moisture in here. So I will be right back. Oh shit. I knew I should have ordered that cookie from Jimmy John's. Oh, so sweet. Okay, I'm back. I hope you didn't go anywhere. I'm here. Y'all still here? Y'all still here? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm so happy you're still here. Okay, that means I am providing value. Okay? So listen, entrepreneurship takes skills, and it's going to be a different set of skills than most things you've ever done in your life. I'm going to just be real. Because our education system does not teach us to, how do I want to say this? I mean, to say our education system does not teach us to be entrepreneurs, I mean, of course, that's just kind of like, duh, right? But what does that mean, okay? It doesn't teach you, you know, a lot of the things that you need to not only, okay, I'll give you an example. Like I saw a video this morning, and this gentleman was saying that Amazon and Jeff Bezos, I don't know if I even should say those names, but a major e-commerce provider is basically putting him out of business. During the shutdowns and everything from a few years ago, he came up with a board game, and he got that board game and was using that platform to sell it. And I can't even repeat the details, but long story short, they shut him down and said that he was doing fraudulent activity and harming customers, which he was not. And so it can't be the product itself, because guess what? They kept his inventory and they're selling it and keeping all the money. Right? And I saw another video where I can't even remember the situation, but it was something in the small fine print, and they didn't read it, right? And so there are all these different situations and scenarios that come up in entrepreneurship, and that's why having a community is nice, right? Like I am in a mastermind as part of the connection company that I am involved in, right? And one of the ladies was approached to, I can't even remember, it was either speak or share her content of her course as part of something else, and she was reading off the terms of the contract. And mind you, none of us are lawyers, but we were like, that wouldn't even make it to my lawyer, because after hearing what you've heard, there's absolutely no way I would do that, right? And she was like, oh my God, I'm so thankful, right? And that's why you have to, you know, I used to 10-20 years ago say, you know, before I made major decisions in my career, I would have to run it by the board of directors, which ultimately I was the chair of the board of directors, and the ultimate decision rests on me. But my stakeholders, my children, I would run things by my parents, and that was pretty much about it, right? Run it by my children and my parents, because it did impact my children as well. But when I became an entrepreneur, I can't really run things by them, because none of them, and I love them all, but none of them are entrepreneurs. And my parents own multiple real estate, right? They are not hurting for money, okay? But that still doesn't make them entrepreneurs, right? Owning real estate and, you know, renting it out as a small mom and pop literally does not make one an entrepreneur, right? You know, there can be a difference between small business owner and entrepreneur, right? You know, there can be a difference between being a landlord and being what, you know, which is why a lot of our rents are through the roof right now through these major corporations and private equity firms owning our homes, right? So there is a difference. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just indifferent. It just is what it is, right? And so that is why I love the DBA community, right? You can even go in the DBA community and say, hey, this post needs help. Or, hey, can somebody take a look at my post? I posted it 4 or 5 times and I'm not getting any engagement. My views are going the opposite direction, not the right direction. Do you guys mind taking a look? Do you, the community, DBA, take a look at this and tell me what you think I am doing wrong? What can I fix, okay? So that is the power of community, right? Where two or more are gathered in my name. Like, it's biblical, okay? The power of the mastermind. I think it was Napoleon Hill who talked about the power of the mastermind. It's at the beginning of like a Rick Ross song, the power of the mastermind, right? And so that is the cool thing about being a part of something like DBA. And it is a one-time fee. You only pay that $111 once. And there's constantly updates and things being added, and you are a part of a community. The fact that there are products in there that are done for you and that you can resell is, I won't say it's a bonus because it's definitely a part of it, but it is, more or less kind of a bonus. The main thing is you are in there and you are learning, how to set up your digital store, right? There are people in DBA without the business background, without the marketing background, who now are in a position that for DBA or people outside of DBA, they can charge $50, $100 just to set up people's stand stores, just to set up people's beacons, just to set up people's snip store, snip feed, or whatever it's called, right? Digital marketing is a highly paid skill set. You learn a handful of digital marketing skills and you will never be broke again another day in your life. It is one of the best and fastest ways to be able to make that in your sleep money. Is it guaranteed? No. Is it guaranteed that you will make it within the first day, the first 3 days, the first 3 months? No, because it's going to be based on your time, talent, treasure, and totality. Basically, anyone's success in business initially is based on their stewardship. Have you been good to other people? Have you poured into other people more than you took? Are you providing value? Have you been providing value? It's really what it boils down to. When I first started a business back in 2013, because I had been on Facebook and every morning I would share something positive and inspirational. I would share funny things. I would share recipes, share, me and my kids on vacation and different things, and even share, some of the ugly things or the sad things, like when my grandfather passed away. I had built a nice size community for, someone who was not an influencer or anything, and people supported me. There are people who still buy from me from companies where I used to work. They still buy skincare. They still look to me as a resource, and, even for business and business funding and things like that, they come to me for these things because I've always been a resource. I've always been a good steward of people and relationships. Not always perfect, but by and large, in general, you could say Tamira was a good steward. There's not a single person who has worked for me in the past as a subordinate. Thank you for the lights, who I have not been willing to be a reference for. I mean, unless they were a horrible employee. We ain't talking about those, right? People still come to me and they ask me to be a reference for them, right? So were you a good steward of people? Did you give more than you took, right? And even with that, there's still going to be this period where you have to create that know, like, and trust, right? People saw me as marketing. They saw me as sales. They saw me as finance. They did not see me as a beauty professional or guru. They did not see that initially, right? Some bought product from me just because it was me, and I would not just sell it online. I would go to events and church fairs and that, and so they got to experience the product in me. And I'll never forget my grandmother and my auntie, who are both gone now. They were just like, "You're so professional. You're just so professional." I'm like, Well, I mean, I did go to school, y'all. And I mean, and I did see y'all growing up. I saw y'all in action. I got it from y'all. I mean, I'm not, you know, like not professional in other areas of my life. I'm pretty, but they just were, I think what they were saying was just even with friends or family, it was just so fluid how I did things, and that it was just all done with the utmost professionalism, right? And that is why I joined DBA, because I see that same thing. Brooklyn, only 25. Jaquela, 26. But man, I don't follow a lot of people, meaning like I don't let someone else take the reins and follow them very easily. It's like almost unheard of, right? And I'm 50, these girls are 25 and 26, and they know what they are doing. I'm looking to them for guidance in certain areas and following their lead. Sometimes the best way to lead is to follow. And the difference, why? Because I'm not gonna say I'm past my prime, but sometimes it's okay to let the youth lead the way. We are going into a new era, a new phase, okay? That's gonna take new thought, that's gonna take new ideas. Yes, I have my foundation. My foundation will never go away, but I am willing to do my part to usher into this new era and phase that we are entering into. And I see a lot of people, Gen X and boomers, who just want to cling to the old ways. They are scratching and clawing and running and hiding and going back to old things instead of, you know, really learning the new and running with it, right? They're going to be retiring early, I can tell you. They're going to be, you know, having to make certain life decisions, because the fact is we are moving into an era where digital marketing is going to be mandatory. I don't care who you are or what you do, you are going to need some sort of digital marketing skill set. You just absolutely are. You are going to be able to need and possess some proven AI type of skill set. You're just going to. That quote I did for Facebook ads for $3,000, right? And we were talking, and you know, because it would have been more than that if I had to do the graphics. And you know, it's like, to be honest with you, I use AI for my graphics these days. So if you want to pay me to do that, fine. Otherwise, it's just like, well, what AI would you use? So I rattled off a couple, you know, and that's that, right? But if you can learn AI prompt engineering, AI, you know, how to generate and get AI to create the things that you want it to create, right? You can name your price, right? You know, AI, everybody's AI is taking people's job. No, AI is taking lazy people's jobs, right? And when I say lazy, I mean people who are lazy about their development. Lazy about their development. I said it, and I stand by it, right? People who are not willing to learn and invest in themselves, right? People who are not willing to learn the new skill sets. I'm pretty smart, but I will tell you, at 50, my brain does not work the way that it used to, as fast as it used to, or any of that, right? But I feel like it's getting there again, being around all these young people. I will say that, right? But you know, you gotta embrace the new, and AI is here, and it ain't going nowhere. AI been around a lot longer than most of us were aware of anyway. That's all the Facebook algorithm ever was. That's all the that's all the Netflix algorithm ever was, right? The A word, because I guess they don't like for you to say the A word on these lives. That store, you know, the online one, where everything, you know, comes in a fast time, right? That's all algorithm. The algorithm knows, based on what you're looking at, what to recommend to you, what to keep putting in front of you. And they made it very easy to shop, right? So algorithms are nothing, thank you. Algorithms are nothing more than machine learning. And that's why when these gurus are telling you that, oh, do this and, you know, jump on one leg, skip, bark like a dog, howl like the moon, in order to get the algorithm to like you, most of it is trash. Most of it is pure trash. It is just made up because the algorithm, what you are going to see on your feed is going to be personalized to you, and what I am going to see is going to be personalized to me, because it is learning what we as an individual like, right? Now there are some golden rules, but those are pretty much very similar to the golden rules in life, you know? So there's that. So the DBA community, there's just nothing like it. There's absolutely nothing like it, right? Let me pull up some of these wins and read some of these wins to you, okay? I'm addicted to checking out these wins, because it is just so cool to see people winning, right? And just know that when we go into these wins, that, you know, everyone's experience is going to be different. What is your community? What is your audience? What is their level of trust with you? You know, is this going to be something new that you've never talked about or done before? All of that is going to make a big impact on whether or not you get sales right away. Some of you might be pleasantly surprised and learn that, you know, you can make a bunch of sales within the first couple days, and that is a-okay. But the next person who can't should not compare themselves or think that they are failing because they didn't. It just means you need to get into these modules, actually learn what is in them, and start applying it, and you will begin to see results. All right, I'm just waiting on my iPad to refresh here. There we go. Share your wins. First DBA sale. Made my first sale about 10 minutes ago. I am super chuffed. I don't know what that means. I am super chuffed. I have had all the big MRR courses for months. I need to take a picture of this. And never made a sale. Thank you, DBA. We can all win, right? Right there. Right there. You will see screenshots of various wins in that document. If you want to take a free look, all you have to do is click the link in my bio. And thank you for all of the love. Thank you for all of the likes, okay? And you can see, congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. The DBA community is very active, engaged, and supportive, okay? I made my first sale today. People get so excited they miss words. I think this means I made my first sale today after 2 days after signing up. Okay? DBA. All you have to do is be excited and share your experience, what it feels like for you, what it feels like in the community, okay? I made $3,000 yesterday, no ads. This is why DBA is so life-changing. It used to take me a whole month to make this. DBA has changed the game in such a positive way. I'm wishing this on all my DBA family. Did you hear what she said? She had a $3,000 day, and it used to take her an entire month. And she has a 2-year-old son. Okay? Think about that. There's the proof right there. I just honestly like to come live and go through this page and share the wins, because it's incredible, okay? 2 signups within a few hours of joining. Again, this is not normal, but it's possible, right? It's possible. 2 signups within a few hours of joining. Within 30 minutes of joining, I had my first sign up. Then I had someone from my digital launch blueprint bootcamp that I teach monthly sign up. I covered DBA during our live Zoom. This course brings a great deal of value to everyone that enrolls. Trust the process. You will make money with digital products and you will sell DBA, but you gotta do the work. I'm gonna add that. You gotta do the work. You gotta do the work in here. You might even have to do some of the work in here. You might have to do some things like forgiving, right? You might have to deal with some childhood stuff, right? You know, there's all kinds of things that will come to the surface when you become an entrepreneur, right? And that is why I love the fact that there is a module on the millionaire mindset, okay? So notice that she took DBA to a space where she already had know, like, and trust, right? So kind of related, kind of not. I was at lunch yesterday. I went to one of my favorite little spots. A couple of the people that know they don't know me, but you know, they're familiar with me, okay? And so I was in there and I was sitting at the bar. There was I was one of the first people there for lunch. No one else was there. And so I was sitting at the bar and I would say little guy, but he's tall, and he's only 18 years old, and he saw me working on my laptop, and he said, what do you do? And I told him, I said, I've been in sales and marketing. He's like, how long you do that? You've been doing that? I said, over 30 years. It's like, oh, that's really cool. He said, do you know anything about stocks? I said, well, I used to actually work in financial services, and I sold mutual funds and other financial instruments, so I know a little bit. And he was telling me how he was moving to Florida. He was going to work on diesel trucks with his uncle, and he'd be living, you know, rent free. So he was going to work 40, 60 hours a week, and he was going to open a Roth IRA. So he wanted to learn more about investing. And I said, well, it's funny that you should say that, because I have a program that is going to be releasing a module on stocks. And that module is created by someone who makes $100,000 a week with stocks. And that module, the course that is coming into DBA, is valued at $8,000. So I got his email and sent him the same free look that you can get when you go to the link in my bio and click the second button, right? So the opportunities are all around you, right? Yes, you want to make money in your sleep, but don't turn the money away that's sitting right in front of you or standing next to you in line at the grocery store. Don't turn the money away of the people that you interact with on Facebook every single day because you're waiting for the money to magically appear in your sleep. Sometimes you got to touch the people closest to you and around you and impact them, and now you have the proof, you have the credibility, you can flash up your social proof, and then that will make the orders in your sleep from strangers in the internet come to you, okay? And I'm telling you from experience, people leave off when I say stuff like that. It just is what it is, right? You ain't got to like it, but it ain't going to change the fact that that's the truth, right? And I'm not saying specific to DBA, I'm just saying overall. Overall, when it comes to e-learning, digital courses, affiliate marketing, so on and so forth, a lot of the people you see that you think had overnight success were really 7, 12, 10, 11, 15 years in the making. And some of their first success before they went online with it, they had success in smaller settings, quote unquote offline, or they used like things like Messenger and other digital means to communicate with people and sell people. And then they went to the internet and they ran ads and they scaled up and went to collecting orders in their sleep. So some of us want to run before we walk. We want to walk before we crawl, right? And it's just like I always say about Facebook ads, right? If you don't have a high converting offer organically, in most cases, you shouldn't be thinking about running ads unless you got a whole lot of money to play with and you have no problem losing that money, okay? And it's the same thing with a program like DBA. Sometimes you need to create the market. And there are people, if you've got more than a couple hundred friends online, chances are you have people that are friends with you on Facebook, for example, who have the professional account, who are in the monetization program. Drop a 2 if you can think of 2 or 3 people that are in the monetization program, because they always let you know on Facebook, or you can look at their profile and see that they have a professional account. You need to be emailing them about DBA. You need to be messaging them about DBA. Very similar to how I spoke about how I went to my friend who I know and has mentored under me and bought things from me, and she is thinking about getting a job, how I went to her in Messenger and said, hey, I know this is what's going on. I got a program. I think you might be interested, right? So if it were somebody, I need some hearts for this. Y'all need to double tap that screen because I am giving you money making advice. I am putting dollars in your bank account right now as I speak. Double tap that screen. Share this video. Interact with me. I deserve it. I deserve, like Mama D, okay? I deserve, okay? Because I am telling you right now. But no, seriously, I am giving you the real deal advice. Now, one thing about Tamira, one thing about Auntie, TT gonna tell you the real deal. She not gonna sugarcoat it. She not gonna play around. She not gonna just tell you what you want to hear, okay? And for some of you, you need to get in Messenger, and you need to make your list. Like I said, go through your friends list. Even if you only make it through a portion, go through your friends list and pull up those profiles. Can you tell that they are in the monetization program? Right? Because they're going to tell you, especially on Facebook, they let you know if they're in the monetization program because they celebrate it, right? You can even search it. You can search, Facebook bonus or bonus program, right? You will know. And then you can look at their profile. Do you see a follower count? The professional profiles have a certain look. Look at those. People who have business pages on Facebook, make a list of them. Why them? Because that is a warmer lead than your mama, unless your mama is one of those people. That is a warmer lead than your sister, unless your sister is one of those people. Right? Do you want to make money? Or do you want to sit and wait for Santa Claus to come through with your money? I'm just saying. And some of y'all ain't coachable because you still ain't hitting that screen. You still ain't shared the video. What are you scared for? Like, seriously. Okay? And I ain't even going to tell y'all what to say because you ain't hit the screen. But I gave you enough right there that you need to reach out to those people. I've helped you identify who is likely to buy from you. Where is your low-hanging fruit? Your low-hanging fruit in your network. Unless you have only 2 friends online, and if you only have 2 friends online, you need to read Dale Carnegie, How to Win Friends and Influence People. Because you need to be making friends and making them genuinely and as quickly as possible. Because that's what you're going to need. That's what you need, boo. Okay? So, who in your network, Facebook, for example, professional profile, business page in the monetization program. Okay? And if you're not willing to talk to them because you're waiting on the Santa Claus money, the Santa Claus money will come, but it's not going to come by way of, and I'm going to tell y'all about faceless accounts. I'm going to keep it a buck with you about faceless accounts. It's very much like Facebook ads. Learning how to convert from a faceless account is going to be a very slow and painstaking process for many of you. If you are introverted, a faceless account is not the answer. Just social media in general is the answer. And this is coming from a very introverted person who has done very well and has monetized social media. Some of y'all need to back away from the faceless accounts. Faceless accounts ain't for everybody, and you know where I'm going with that. Faceless accounts ain't for everybody. And even still, many of them struggle with faceless accounts. I know for a fact. Okay? The people who have the biggest faceless accounts and who are the most successful with faceless accounts are very experienced marketers. And if not, they are being coached by very experienced, they're being mentored by very experienced marketers. Nobody else will tell you that, but I am telling you that. Because you need to create genuine connection and know, like, and trust. And I've seen a lot of y'all faceless accounts, and they just don't give what a faceless account is to give in order for people to know, like, and trust you enough to buy from you. They just don't. And even with all that said, many of those faceless accounts do what I did with my faceless account back in 2015, 2016, 2014. They funnel you from that faceless account to a group, to a community where you can get that connection on a deeper level. So it's not truly that that account is the only thing that they have, and that account is just churning out sales and orders for them. That's not what's happening. They're getting people on their email list. They're getting people on SMS text message. They're getting people in a Telegram chat. They're getting people in a Facebook group. They're getting people in a Discord. And that is where the transaction really happens, after the relationship is built. I'm gonna just tell you that God's honest truth, okay? So I'm gonna try and get out again while the rain seems to be taking a break. I may come back later. So you want to join DBA, click that button up in my bio. It is the third button. It's the third button, and you can join for 111. 111. Let me take a look. Let me see. I might add a bonus. I don't know. I didn't get much interaction, so I don't feel like a bonus is warranted. Yeah, I'm not doing a bonus because I didn't get my likes. I didn't get shares. So yeah. So, you know, just keep coming back, boo. That's what I can tell you. We'll get that no like and trust, okay? But yeah, DBA is that girl. DBA is applying the pressure. DBA got them shaking in their boots. They're scared. Because DBA is a community. A lot of these, you know, higher. I mean, I read and showed you someone's win where they said they bought the other courses, the $500 courses, right? There's one for $900 now, right? And they didn't sell a single one, and they sold one from DBA, and I can guarantee you it probably wasn't because of the price that they bought, that they were able to sell DBA. DBA is just different. It's just different. How do I know? Because I'm a seasoned and experienced marketer, and I would never buy any of those other courses. But DBA caught my attention. DBA, you know, had me like, wait, what? There were a few things about DBA that made me see that it was different right away, right? Oh my God, let me be quiet, because I was about to say something else about a situation that happened and my opinion on it. I'm just not even going to go there. I'm not going to give it energy. So yeah, DBA, $111. You get volumes 1 and volume 2, but you want to join before the 1st, and you can get joined for only $27.50 with Klarna. You can get joined for only $27.50. So let's see who all is here. Okay, I am gonna get ready to go because I want to get to the store before it starts raining again, so I can get in and get back. So I will chat with y'all later. I may or may not be back live today. Talk to you later. Bye.